Hello, everybody. This is Walrus McFish Sr., and we are back with another fantastic episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We had just made our way through the Orcish Mines, and we were doing okay. We got some cool stuff. Not the coolest stuff in the world, but it's okay. You know, I mean, we got our own sort of idiom going on here, and especially those gloves. That's definitely the most interesting thing we got. All those magical enchantments. And yet extremely unstealthy. So that sort of caused a character shift. You know, I was thinking about that. How could you wear gloves that possibly make you so unstealthy? Like, what's the deal? Do they have, like, jingle bells on them or something? Or it's possible that they're so loaded up with magical enchantments that they're sort of, like, humming or buzzing with a incessant magical drone. You know, the way enchantments do. Enchantments tend to make some sort of noise, a shimmering noise or something like that. It could be very distracting. Or maybe it's not even the sense of sound at all. Maybe it gives off a very distinctive odor. You know, that we could have smelly gloves here, which is just giving away our position. I don't even know, but we're extremely unstealthy now. What are you going to do? I guess we'll just have to press on. We have to go and finish our way through the dungeon. So let's go there. Wait, was there anything else I wanted to do at our stash? Maybe. I was considering learning Lightning Bolt, but we don't even have enough spell levels for that, so honestly. I was actually thinking, I have not been casting Agony enough. I should cast Agony, and then if I learned Lightning Bolt too, I could be like Emperor Palpatine. That'd be awesome, just, you know, torturing people, blasting lightning bolts at them. You know, now, young Skywalker, you will die. That'd be awesome. So, maybe we should do that. And I meant to record yesterday, but actually my fire alarm was going off. My smoke alarm was not going off, not because I had battery, not because there was a fire, but because the battery was low. So that was pretty annoying. So it was just going off incessantly all night, and I didn't get much sleep, and I certainly couldn't play Dungeon Crawl under those conditions. But now it is fixed, so I think it should be fine. It hasn't gone off in a while, so hopefully it won't beep anymore. We made our way pretty deep through the dungeon. Look, deep enough that we've even got friendly skeletons here. That's pretty awesome. So I guess we didn't have too much more to go. We finished level 12. Wow, we're nearly all the way through the dungeon. So I guess we were doing okay for ourselves. We hear the roar of battle. Now that's interesting. Alright, I guess we got ourselves a Bailey. Find ourselves the Oriflamme. Which I still don't know what that means. Nobody told me. We don't need a Wand of Slowing, and I didn't look it up. Should look it up. Oriflame. Excuse me. Dungeon Crawl has boosted my vocabulary a little bit. I can't think of a specific example right now, but if we see a vocabulary word I learned from playing Dungeon Crawl, I will mention it. That Efreet could be a little bit of trouble. We do have some fire resistance now. Let's see if we can deal with this ogre, just to slash him up a little bit. That worked great. I guess this Falchion of Pain might work out for us. Let's get up a battle sphere against this guy. Oh, it didn't work. One more. And then fire a Mystic Blast or two. That worked. How about another one? Almost dead, and one more Magic Dart ought to do it, I think. Yeah, there we go. See what I'm talking about? You can be very magic efficient with that, using your battle sphere and magic dart. And here we get a pet ogre skeleton. Just what I wanted for Christmas. Whoa, is this it? No, this is the vault. I don't have time for this right now. If I could just blow up that giant spore, that would be awesome. All those guys would get confused. I think that's definitely the move. Let's shoot a magic dart at it. This is brilliant, you know, set off the bomb. I wonder if this is an intentional vault with that spore right there, just to see if you have the wherewithal to blow it up immediately. And you get an advantage. You know, like blowing up a, you know, TNT barrel. Oh, we got hit as well. Wasn't expecting it to be quite that big. Okay. Probably worth Potion of Curing here, maybe. How many we got? 4? I think it might be. Yeah, let's quaff one. We're a little low on health too, and now we'll throw a couple Mystic Blasts in there, I guess. Or a dazzling spray could be better. Yeah, let's try a dazzling spray on all these guys. That is a blind crocodile. Okay. Let's try a battle sphere. And then, whoops, that was the wrong thing to do. I meant to cast Searing Ray. I don't know if the battle sphere fired on that. I'm not sure. I don't think it did. So let's just back off and go invisible. Yup, this was the right move. They can see invisible? What? Well then how about Mystic Blasts? Mystic Blast on you. No, Mystic Blast on you. Oh, that hurts a lot. We gotta get out of here. We just gotta leave. We do have a scroll blinking if we need it. We don't want to fight all these guys under these conditions. At least we're invisible. But, okay, so we're gonna get out of here. Let's just go back up those stairs and honestly try different stairs. Because I don't like this situation very much. How much damage do we do against these guys? They've got plate armor and stuff. This is just not what we want to be dealing with right now. Especially not en masse. If we're going to try to find an Oriflamme. I mean, it's not the best thing for us. You know, they might have good armor or whatever, you know, which we don't really need. Could always get better. We don't need crystal plate or anything like that. But it could have something awesome, like, you know, I don't know, Potion of Experience, Potion of Beneficial Mutation. Lots of good stuff in Bailey's. Oh, so there's a lot of nasty stuff down here. Centaurs, mild dragons. Dungeon is a nasty place. But I guess we gotta be ready for it. How about a battle sphere? And then Mystic Blasts. Mystic Blasts. Mystic Blasts. Got him. We're not repelled missiles anymore. What's my repelled missiles? E. I can live with that. Mystic Blasts. Go upstairs. Ugh. This is annoying. Okay, let's see if this this Falchion of Pain works against these guys. Yeah, it does. Alright, so Necromancy totally works against Slime. We're ready to go to Slime early in this game. We should totally hit up Slime relatively soon. Because we've got, you know, Necromancy, which will work great, and then also we found that early Amulet of Resist Corrosion. So, that's fine. Where's the third staircase? Because I didn't like either of those staircases particularly. A long way away. And there's just more annoying stuff here. Well, if this is a long way away, I kind of like that other staircase better, honestly, with the slime creatures. That is probably what we're dealing with, then. Alright. So let's go back to that other staircase, which was that one. It's still a long way away. Ugh, we can't deal with these slime creatures like this, though. They're just going to merge into a huge thing. We got to take them up one at a time. So I don't know if we're going to get to this Oriflamme in time. Maybe we shouldn't sweat it. You know, let's just deal with these guys intelligently, one at a time. Okay, here, look, we got a few people. We'll get 2 of them upstairs now. One of them's even a little bit big. We can use the Searing Ray here. It's going to merge into a very large slime creature. Alright, so never mind about that. Just, yeah, you guys sacrifice yourselves mindlessly to that slime creature would be great. Oh, did they get one of them? No. Ooh, there's 3 of them. It's a little dangerous. Let's try Battle Sphere. Searing... Oh, Searing Ray doesn't work, though. How about just a couple Magic Darts? Now a Mystic Blast. Mystic Blast. Ooh, these guys hurt. Dazzling Spray. I don't think they can be blinded exactly, but they don't have eyes. Don't really have a sense of vision. But it's just good to be able to hit them all at once. And now we can slash this last guy. Because, oh, the slime creature can be blinded. Slime creatures have eyes? That's news to me. Good. That works. That works pretty well. Alright, and maybe we should be using Agony more. Although Agony is really good against single targets. You know, we have to remember that if we see Unique or something. Or a big old giant. Maybe we should try it against that giant. That could be the best option for us, is to agonize big, dumb targets like giants. and then throw a Mystic Blast or two at him to finish him off or something like that. We should really consider that. Let's eat a bread ration. And, yeah, let's just keep clearing this out. Quick creaking. We might not find it. Alright, well, there's a Hippogriff skeleton. Let's go upstairs anyway. It hit pretty hard for a giant, yeah, a lot of damage. Okay, well, at least we're a step away now. Should we dazzle him? I think we probably should. Oh, okay. Dazzle him some more. How about agonize him now? You want to do him as quickly as possible. Alright, that worked. Yeah, now he's almost dead. Hit him with the Falchion of Pain. There we go. Worked well enough. Oh. Okay, now it's an unseen horror. Fortunately, we can see that with our awesome gloves. I feel like really things are swarming towards us as well, just because our gloves are so smelly. It's really kind of ridiculous. You know, I mean, it's a distraction. You know, you can't wear these gloves in the workplace. They're gonna bother other people with their stealth minus. Okay, Hippogriff skeleton. Well, how do we deal with that? I don't think pain works on them, so how about just a couple Mystic Blasts? Or a Battle Sphere? Battle Sphere Magic Dart. Yeah, okay. That works well enough. Hill Giant. Let's try the Agonize thing again. Convulses in Agony. Alright, we missed the Oriflamme, but I think you'll agree with me that that was sort of a tough situation. All three of those staircases were pretty tough. We could have tried to teleport around randomly, but obviously we're not in a situation to just blow through this right now, so let's not be too sad about it. And as we said, you know, it's more of a fighter-oriented vault sort of place anyway. You know, there's sometimes good stuff in there, but it's oftentimes just weapon and armor. Alright, Hill Giant Convulsed. That gets him down to half life, right? Can we get him down to a quarter life? Still probably an efficient use of our magic. Our Battle Sphere is dead. Now let's try a couple Mystic Blasts. One more. That did it. Okay. So even maybe 3 Agonizes might be the right move. Dazzle the Ant. Dazzle the Ant. I'm trying to blind you, Mr. Ant. How about you get Agonized? No, it didn't work. Alright, Battle Sphere, and then, man, oh, it didn't work. Oh, we ran out of magic. There we go. Should have been paying attention to that. I thought that Battle Sphere was a level 4 spell for some reason, possibly because it used to be. I think the Oriflamme was right there. That's a shame. We still got our Repel Missiles up, that's good. And, how about a Battle Sphere against this guy? B for Battle Sphere, and then we'll dazzle him a little bit as the Battle Sphere fires on. That worked fine. Worked just fine. Let's use our Battle Sphere while we got it. And then this guy too. Yeah. Bam. Nice. See, this Battle Sphere is good stuff. And it lasts longer as we get our charms up. So it's definitely something to bear in mind. I don't remember if it's efficient to keep your Battle Sphere up, like to continually recast Battle Sphere, or just to cast it whenever it dissipates. You know, it's certainly safer to keep it up all the time, but, you know, I don't know if I have the sort of awareness and the patience necessary to just be aware when my Battle Sphere is about to run out. I think it might be pseudo-random as well, so I don't know. Yeah, here was the Oriflamme. Oh, well. Another time, Oriflamme, we'll get you one day. Necromancy up to 11, and that's, you know, boosting our Necromancy is boosting our fighting ability, too, with our Falchion of Pain. I'm kind of digging it. With our stealth minus, look, let's look at our stealth. Our stealth is very unstealthy now, so even with our robe and everything, we're super unstealthy. Maybe that's our cue even to upgrade to heavier armor, if we're going to be so unstealthy about it, you know. Definitely, we're not going to train our stealth anymore for the time being. It could help with our stabs and such, but, you know, we got it up to a respectable level already. We got other stuff we need to worry about. Okay, so here's a bunch of Vault Guards, and then some Yaks. We can deal with the Yaks. The Yaks are nothing. Let's try to get them while they're blind here. And a Centaur Warrior. Okay, dazzle all these guys as well, right? If we're up close to the Centaur Warrior, I'm not concerned. We can just dazzle these guys. We're not even taking any damage. This is totally fine. Alright, and here comes a Vault Guard. I guess they got frustrated and tried to go around the other side, but then he decided to stick around. Are you wearing a plate armor? Glowing chainmail? How about let's try to agonize him? You think we can? Let's back off. Oh, can we not cast Agonize on this distance? Alright, well, never mind. Let's step this way, and now we'll try to Agonize you. Convulsed Agony, that worked well. How about again? Again. Alright, now let's try to hit him with this Falchion of Pain a couple of times. Wow, that was so good. Maybe we should just try hitting people with a Falchion of Pain more often. Maybe that was even overkill. And we're accruing some skeletons here, you know. We've got to get some skeleton action going on. Centaur Warrior and a bunch of other guys. Alright, so we'll step close. How about a Searing Ray just to sort of wear down on him? Because, oh, well, maybe not. Maybe I can't win a war of attrition against these guys exactly. Centaur Warrior is about to die right here when I stab him with my Death Blade. Oh, what? I headbutted him and he didn't even notice? Are you blind? No, he's just distracted. I can't believe he's so distracted by my skeleton that he didn't even turn to me after I headbutted him. It's almost insulting, and now I have to kill him. Alright. Now we got a blind Vault Guard. Let's see how this Falchion of Pain does, especially when he's blind. I bet we can get some good damage in like that. There we go. Yeah, and shield's up to 8. We've got a good shield. So, okay. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. We don't have the stealth. But we can still do this, so long as we don't get swarmed by 800 Vault Guards at once. Which is actually still a little scary because, you know, at some point in the game we are going to get swarmed by 800 Vault Guards. And we have to have a contingency plan for that. We need to have some sort of area of effect spell. That's something that's kind of missing from a repertoire. We got Dazzling Spray, but that's not going to hold up. We got Mystic Blast, which explodes sometimes, but it's not consistent. You know, I mean, we need some sort of, like, I don't know, like a cloud spell or, like, just something. You know, Azakubo's Refrigeration. I don't even know if we're going to learn any elemental magic. You know, we haven't made that decision yet. And I'd like to put it off for a little while longer, to be honest. Because I don't know. I mean, it depends on what spellbooks we find, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Phantom is up there. Alright, whatever. You guys can deal with that, right? Good. Hit him with the Falchion of Pain, which didn't even cause him any pain because he's a phantom, you know. They don't feel pain anymore. They've passed beyond that realm. New kind of scroll. What do you think it is? Silence. Yeah, well, we don't want to be walking around with that. Vault Guards. More Vault Guards. So that's just a Phantom Vault Guard, right? You know, not a Phantom like the Phantom we just fought. Phantom in the sense of like a Phantom limb. And a Brain Worm? Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to fight a Brain Worm. It is just white, but still, do we have to fight it? How about we do a Battle Sphere and then Mystic Blast? Tries to feed on our intellect. Let's back off here to make sure that this Battle Sphere gets a proper avenue on this. Alright, I don't like to get my intelligence trained. That's the only reason I was so scared of that. Let's do an Agonize and then a Mystic Blast. And then my Battle Sphere is unaffected by whatever that Vault Guard tried to zap at him, which is pretty funny. One more Mystic Blast. Really filed through my Kobold Skeleton. No, alright, how about just a Magic Dart? Good, alright, the Battle Sphere can hit from this purview, which I appreciate. Just a couple Magic Darts ought to finish him off, right? Right? Good job, Battle Sphere. Alright, that worked. This works. We got a thing going on here. I'm tempted, you know, I mean, I'm tempted to go and try to pick up that troll leather armor that we saw. Can we even afford that now? Nah. Do we have? We have poison resistance, though. A +4 troll leather is not bad, though. I mean, if we're going to give up a stealth, you know, I mean, we can get something better than a robe and work up our armor a little bit, maybe. Nothing too heavy, you know, but troll leather is kind of perfect. +4 troll leather. I mean, the fact that it has the poison resistance, it's a little redundant. We're not going to buy it just yet. But, you know, I mean, if we find something good... I mean, dragon armor would probably be ideal. We're sort of holding out for dragon armor. Speaking of a book, here's a book. It's a lot of hexes, right? What's in this? I don't think we're as excited about this as we were in that one game when I was singing about it. Here's the Book of Dreams. Ensorcelled Hibernation. Yeah... We're not so stabby anymore. We decided to go against that. Flight is a reasonable option. We just got that in our gloves, though. Phase Shift is interesting, but we don't have any other translocations. You know, we'd like to get up a nice translocations base before we learn, you know, the advanced translocation spices. Shadow Creatures is a great spell, but I don't think we're going to do summoning. And those high-level hexes, we already have Intrinsic Darkness. You know? That's not for us. Mass Confusion. Alright, so I'm not so excited about the Book of Dreams this game. It's not exactly what I was looking for. We're just going to drop it there. We'll come back to it if we need it. The spell I'm most tempted by there is Phase Shift, but we don't even know Blink, you know, or Apportation. We don't know the basics. Gotta learn to walk before you run. We found the vaults. That's interesting. Alright, here in Dungeon 13. It had a contingent of nasties around it, but we handled it pretty readily. Here's a troll. Let's try to agonize this troll. I do want to agonize people more. And it seems to be working great. Right? What's our fail rate on that? 2%? Awesome. And I mean, we've got a perfect Kiku piety right now, so we got to go for, you know, we got to go for it. We got to agonize more people. Let's try Mystic Blast now. Mystic Blast. Yeah, I really think, honestly, 2 or 3 agonies could be pretty optimal on most living creatures. If they got a lot of HP, you know, I mean, not against, like, a little bug or something, but if it's a big old troll or a big old giant, something with not too much MR, we could go for it. We totally could. Alright. This character's feeling okay. That floor was tough. I'm sad we missed the Oriflamme, but we got this. We're already up to level 15, you know. I mean, this character's got some momentum. Ice Dragon Skeleton. Alright, well, screw you. How about a Battlesphere? What do you think about that? Back off here, and then Mystic Blasts. Ugh, is the Battlesphere not firing? Mystic Blast, just Magic Dart, Mystic Blast. I don't like that red ugly thing up there. Let's see if we can kill it real quick. Just die real quick. Good. Almost. You're gonna die? Okay, good. He died. Let's back off here. Alright, those ugly things are nasty and pretty fast. We don't want them to swarm us. Let's take them down a few at a time. We might as well stare dance while we got this cool army of the undead. You know, it's like undead ambush. It's like go down the stair, go up the stairs, and then surprise. Wait, where's the staircase? There it is. Surprise! There's tons of skeletons. Aren't you just so surprised about that? We'll dazzle them. I don't know if ugly things have eyes. They can be blinded, so there you go. I guess most things have eyes in a sense, you know. Oh, we got corroded. It's okay, though. Corrosion's not half as bad as it used to be. You know, even little Euglenas have got the eye spots, you know, those little red eye spots. So I bet ugly things have sense of vision in a sense, and so do slime creatures, although I never really imagined them having eyes. I don't know what their visual sense would be. Is their slime itself sort of photosensitive in some way? I don't know. I find that kind of far-fetched. I find it a little far-fetched this slime creature could be blinded. You know, I'm not complaining exactly, because, you know, it helps us out, but at the same time, you know, if I were designing the game, I would probably have it so slime creatures could not be blinded. So put that in the next patch, developers who are watching this. Let me just make sure I'm recording here. Again, I'm real paranoid about that. Wait a second, that didn't work. Yes, seems to work now. Alright, good. So we continue on. Continue on our quest to destroy slime creatures. They are a challenge for us. They do a lot of damage. I mean, look how much damage he did there. More of a sense that maybe I should get better armor. I really wish I could. It's been a while since we found good fairy dragon armor. I know I bank on that every time, but right now I would love a fairy dragon armor. It would go lovely with our iridescent scales, don't you think? This is the last of the slime creatures. Alright, we can handle you. Especially if you're agonized and then hit with my falchion of pain repeatedly. That ought to do it. Griffin zombie. You know, a little bit of summoning might not kill me, to be honest. Just because, well, you know, I mean, I can't cast summons out of nowhere. It's nice to be able to do that with summonings, and it might be nice to cast Haunt one of these days. You know, Haunt is an okay spell. It might be better in point 15. I don't know. I remember it being a little bit underwhelming in point 14. I think they nerfed it. Maybe they boosted it back up a little bit. And it is a very necromantic type spell to be able to cast. It's good against just everything. You know, I mean, you have a problem, you just haunt it. 1-800-HAUNT it. So here we go. There's an ogre. Let's agonize him. Agony, agony. Okay, here comes a hill giant. So let's not waste all of our ammo. In fact, let's get a Battle Sphere up, and then we'll cast just Magic Dart there, and then Agony, 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 and then Magic Dart. There we go. Alright, I think that was pretty efficient. I mean, we killed all these guys, right? And we didn't die or anything. We have no meat. Seriously, after killing all these guys, we have no meat. And these guys just hear us coming a mile away. Seriously, it's like playing a Kozlov character now. With these crazy lack of stealth. Gotta blind all three of these guys, ideally. There we go. That worked. And now just hit them with the falchion while we've got the good stabs. We could get a Battle Sphere up, but it's not even necessary. There we go, and a little bit of yak meat. By the way, hunger levels. Coming down to almost hungerless for level 4s, which would be great. I could really get behind that. You know, I don't ever really like to turn off my spellcasting. I know it's probably inefficient, but we do it anyway. Because I just love spellcasting. It's awesome. Okay, what's going on here? Smokiness down there. A centaur warrior firing on me from afar. We have repel missiles, but let's back around this corner. Make him come to us. Alright, now he's here. I'll get close up to you. Oh, there's a few of them. So let's back into this corner, and now we'll cast Agony, because he's got a bunch of HP. I'll cast 2 Agonies, and then just hit him with the Falchion. Oh, Falchion of Pain is no good. How about Dazzling Spray? Dazzling Spray. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Everybody's dead. Good. Completely dead. Dazzling Spray, Dazzling Spray, Dazzling Spray. And then just finish him off with the sword. Even if it's not particularly effective. Potions of heal wounds are always nice. Basilisk. Can we blind him? Oh, he's a Sun Demon. Sun Demons, can they walk over lava? I'm not sure. Can blind the Basilisk. It would be great if he just wandered into the lava. That would be ideal, pretty much. Sun Demon is a little scary. Not that scary. Where are these demons coming from? Can they be blinded? I don't know. Let's get up a Battle Sphere. And then we'll cast some stuff. The Sun Demon did get blinded. Alright, so let's get in a... let's just do a Magic Dart here while we got the Battle Sphere. Battle Sphere, Battle Sphere, Battle Sphere. Alright, that works fine. No sense in mucking around with a Falchion of Pain against a demon. What? Do I have to fire a Magic Dart through the skeleton? Oh no, I want to aim at the Basilisk. Come on. You knew that. Alright, and now can we get one more Battle Sphere? This is good. The Battle Sphere Magic Dart combo seems to be really good for us at this stage of the game, especially paired with a couple Agonies. Maybe we could roll with this, and maybe we could pick up Lightning Bolt as sort of a new pickup instead of Searing Ray or something like that. Could be interesting. Alright, see, let's Agonize the Hill Giant a couple times. Agonize. Okay, I don't like the fact that there's a Orc Priest down there. But let's finish this guy off, and, you know, yeah, a couple of Dazzling Sprays as such. Dazzle them all. And now they'll all just die, right? Oh, okay, actually that was a very convenient teleport from the Phantom going up there. Finishing off with a Searing Ray ought to be sufficient. Good, 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 good. Rise my army of the undead. Needles of Confusion are trash. Get out of here. Ring of Sustainability no longer stacks in the way it used to. So you don't need 2 of them. One of them is plenty sufficient for all your sustainability needs. It used to be in 0.14 that it wasn't that way. I wish I knew that. You know, when I had my Octopode game, you know? I mean, I had my crazy Octopode game who cast all of the crazy spells like Malign Gateway and summon horrible things that have a possibility to drain your sanity in an Eldritchian sort of sense. Anyway, you know, having the extra rings of sustainabilities with the Octopode was very nice because I could wear all the rings I wanted to. But here's Azrael, the Boundless Flame, coming into view. He's wearing a scimitar of flaming as usual. Okay, a bunch of fire creatures. I'm glad we have the fire resistance. It's going to be a little tough. I'm not sure exactly how I want to handle this. I think we're going to back away. They're all going to listen. They're all going to find us, but the skeletons will buy us some time at least. What do we do against this? Unfortunately, I don't think Agony is going to help very much. We want to get a Battle Sphere. That's the thing. Alright, so wait till they get a little closer. They should be on their way, right? Here's one. Battle Sphere, and then how about just... Alright, how about Magic Dart? Magic Dart. Magic Dart. That hurt a little bit. How about a Dazzling Spray on you? Dazzling Spray. Ooh, that hurts. Dazzling Spray. How about Mystic Blasts? Ooh, it didn't work? Come on. Oof. He's got a Hellfire. That's what hurts so much. Alright, now I'm worried. Tempted to teleport from this. I really think that's the smartest plan. We got no magic, half-life. Let's just re-teleport now. Yes, that was the smart plan. Now, I mean, it took away, like, half my life. I really need to, like, survive. So let's just quaff potions of heal wounds until we teleport, probably. Yup, that worked fine. Let's quaff one more, though. Alright. And now I think I'm safe just stepping away. Bolt of Fire missed me, thankfully. Good, alright. Well, that was dangerous. Alright, I underestimated Azrael. I haven't had too much trouble with him in the past. But fire seems a little bit more dangerous right now in this game. It's a weird, you know, I've got fire resistance, but that Fire Crab and then Azrael now, to be fair, I mean, that was Hellfire, a lot of that, and Hellfire, oh, like, that was a Fireball, so the Fireball only did 4 damage. It's the Hellfire you gotta worry about. So let's try to throw up the Battle Sphere. And now Mystic Blast on you. Mystic Blast, alright, with full magic, we should be able to take him, I hope. Mystic Blast, Mystic Blast, come on, Mystic Blast. He's almost dead. Alright, one more Mystic Blast. I killed Azrael. Great. Good. Alright, well done. It'd be nice to, I mean, eventually I do think we're going to switch to Machleb, and it would be nice to be able to heal up on kills like that. So, in the meantime, we're just going to run upstairs. Come on, Hellhounds. I can handle you. Headbutt the Hellhound. We'll just take him down with our sword and a couple Mystic Blasts, you know. Warrior Mage style. Here comes a troll. We're near starving. Let's eat a pizza real quick and then agonize this troll. Double agony. And then hit him with Falchion of Pain until he dies. Yeah, okay. Good. Good. Alright, good. So we took out Azrael. That's the important thing. That was a slightly sticky spot. I'm glad we had the awareness to read that Scroll of Teleport before it was too late, because, you know, again, it's all about the derivative of your life in this game. The time derivative of your life, you know, you gotta watch that. Doesn't even matter how low your life is if you're not taking damage, you know, but if you're taking huge amounts of damage per turn, you really have to know when to do something about that. Oh. I accidentally prayed to Kikukutka, but that's okay, you know? No such thing as a bad prayer to Kikukutka. You know, it's just nice to take a little bit of time out of your day. You know, I know we all live busy lives, but, you know, take a minute to just say your prayers to Kikukutka, and he will smile down upon you with necromantic prowess, which is something I think we all need in our lives, you know, especially in this day and age. I feel like necromantic prowess is just something that people don't value anymore. You know, it's a 21st century world and there's just no room for necromancy. Not anymore. Well, we finished Dungeon 14. Alright, those last 2 floors were kind of tricky. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. We'll finish off Dungeon 15. Maybe we'll call it a video at that point. I might record later, but it's like, you know, it's nice to keep these videos in a little bit shorter, a little bit more digestible. And, yeah, I haven't eaten dinner yet. Man, it's getting late. I'm hungry, you know. I can't play crawl on an empty stomach. Let's see how Dungeon 14 is. The other thing I wanted to mention is I was watching South Park yesterday, and I was watching the episode with the season finale. And I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it and you're a South Park fan. But, you know, the premise was basically Kyle wants to go and play Call of Duty with his little brother. And his brother doesn't want to. His brother would rather just watch Let's Plays of Call of Duty on the internet with PewDiePie. And so that's sort of like the premise of the episode. That's what kicks it off. Kyle feels out of touch with the younger generation because, it's a cultural shift. And, it's interesting. It made me feel very aware, self-aware. It's something that we're doing right now, of course. And, even now I'm commenting about that episode, which was commenting about a society of commentary, But, it made me feel actually pretty good, honestly, because we're, you and I together, we are part of this Let's Play community. I guess that means that we're sort of ahead of the curve, we're part of the hip new generation. And, I'm not as young as I used to be, so, it felt good to be associated with the hip new generation. And, I know that's not the point of the episode. South Park always takes a very circumspect sort of view on these sorts of things, which is part of what makes it so funny. Spiny Frog, we can take him out. Whoa. Spiny Frog turned into a polar bear. Okay, whatever. Let's agonize the polar bear. And yeah, besides, we're, ooh, that hurts. Let's agonize you. And then Battle Sphere. And then just magic darts. There we go. That's the right move. That's the finesse. We're playing, we're no ordinary Let's Players here. We're playing Dungeon Crawl, which is a game that requires extraordinary patience. We're not ordinaries of the members of the ordinary throng. We are no members of the common throng. They are all noble men who have gone wrong. That's 1,000,000 points to you if you know what that's from. By the way, here's Francis. But I'd much rather sing Gilbert and Sullivan. Alright, Francis is gonna conjure more demons. So let's try agonizing Francis. Does that work? Struggles to resist, so it almost did work. Okay, how about one more time? It worked that time. Alright, how about dazzling spray? Iron shot, that's dangerous. One more dazzling spray. Okay, it got some of the demons, which I like. One more blast, like a couple more dazzling sprays there. Alright, that works. I'm glad that that's happening. How about a magic dart, and maybe the battle sphere will fire? It hit the 6 furry, which I'm glad about. And one more magic dart, because it's going to hit something. Alright, Francis is seriously wounded. We got low hit point warning. What happens? Shard of ice. Oh, no. Well, that's incredibly awful. I guess I got really cocky here. Alright, I'm very glad I have this scroll blinking. Because we are going to get out of here as soon as possible and hope we don't get hit by another one of those ice shards. Back off here. Alright. Back away. Just keep backing off, I think. Alright, I don't think Francis can hit us with another ice shard from here. And I don't, that Iron Devil could hit us with an iron shot maybe, but I don't think from this range. And we're also going to close this door. And then we're going to just keep running. And then we're going to quaff, I guess, a heal wounds, I think is the wisest thing. Shard of ice, yeah, whoa, okay, that could have easily killed us. Ooh, so what do we do here? This is really crazy. Teleport. Just kill Francis, I guess, alright. We don't have any other way. I guess we could try just a potion of resistance. We have 3 potions of resistance. I think it would be stupid not to quaff one right now. Let's do it. Quaff potion of resistance. Alright, you're not going to hit me with no more shards like that. How's my evocations nowadays? Is it good enough that a wand of paralysis is going to do anything? How about let's try it? It worked. Maybe I should be using this more. Alright, now it's moving for a couple good stabs. Look at this. Oh man, paralyzing people and then stabbing them with a falchion of pain as they writhe with agony, but they can't even writhe properly because they're paralyzed. So they're just sort of twitching around on the ground as their muscles refuse to obey them. Oh, look at this. That's truly, truly evil. Man, alright, so you can be resurrected as my undead slave, which is the evilest thing of all. We're just so evil. We got a whole Emperor Palpatine vibe going on, paralyzing people. Man, I can't believe that Bone Wand worked, you know? I mean, maybe it's just because we've got the awesome Bone Wand Necromancy synergy, but what do you know about that? 3 Boggarts. That's not a good thing, exactly. What do we do about that? I think we try to get a Battle Sphere, alright, and then cast Dazzling Spray on these guys, maybe? Out of range. Dazzling Spray again. Just dazzle them all. Just keep killing them, alright? I think this is fine. Ooh, here comes a Tengu Warrior, though. Man, where are all these guys coming from? We gotta kill these guys. Is he summoned? He is. Okay, so I can take care of that. Let's just take care of you, alright? If you get dazzled, both of you, and just get dazzled to death, that would really be so ideal. Die! I know you want to die. Alright. You are slightly transparent and blind. Let's kill you. Yeah, that worked. Alright. I've got barbs lodged in my body. Barbs lodged in my body. Great. If I kill the Boggart, do the barbs go away as well? Are they just like summoned shadow barbs, or are they real barbs? I don't know. Ugh. Painful. Alright. Well, let's try to kill this guy. Okay, so that's summoned. No, he's not. It's not summoned at all. Never mind. Alright. Well, let's try to get up a battle sphere. And then, okay, yeah. Magic darts. Okay, wait. Magic dart on you. And then magic dart on you. We gotta kill this guy. Kill the Boggart. Alright, and you're summoned, right? You're gonna go away. You're gonna go away. Alright, so now I just have to deal with the Manticore. I wish I could stay still. Let's try to blind him, I guess. Okay. Yeah, Dazzling Spray towards these guys. Destroy the skeleton. That works. Okay, we're okay now. Alright. The lack of stealth is throwing us off. You know, I mean, that's the thing. And we gotta deal with these barbs. Get out of here, barbs. You know, the lack of stealth throws us off. You know, in the middle of a fight, we think we're doing okay, and then all of a sudden it's like, more guys just come out of nowhere because they smell our gloves. 2 scrolls of recharging, that's awesome. Enchant weapon we can use on our Falchion of Pain. Because I dig the Falchion of Pain, it's cool. And maybe we should use our Dagger of Electrocution if we ever come across, you know, undead or something that we need to stab properly. Sky Beast, we can blind him and then torture him. Sky Beasts don't have a skeleton? It's news to me. Okay, we got a blind brainworm. That's pretty cool. Now you're dead. Let's agonize you. And then twice. And then Dazzling Spray. And you die. And then it's just a wraith. We can kill that. Yep. Good. Good. Everything going according to plan. You know, we're still figuring ourselves out a little bit. You know, we're figuring out what's the right rhythm for this character. But I think we're getting there, you know? We've got, I mean, having seen Invisible is so nice. It's essential at this point in the game, you know? I mean, we wouldn't have been able to see those Boggarts. We wouldn't have been able to see that Wraith. We would have been in a much more dangerous spot than we were. And yeah, man, that situation with Francis was scary. I shouldn't have been saying Gilbert and Sullivan flippantly. I should have focused. I wasn't expecting Francis to be so much of an issue, you know? Every time I have trouble with some of these characters, I give them a little bit more respect. So next time I see Francis, maybe I will be a little bit more respectful. Here's Wizard, but you are gonna die, right? And you're blind old wizard, and you're dead. Good. Hack away at that orc zombie for a while. I think that was a fine plan of action. It's not like it was a threat. Giant orange brain, again, that can drain us. I hate that. It can be blinded. Do giant orange brains, how do you do that? I mean, blind its visual cortex? Something fed on our intellect even though it was blind? Aww. Stupid giant orange brain. I hate it so much. It could be one of those brains with, like, the eyes attached. You know what I'm talking about? You know, definitely sometimes you see disembodied brains that still have eyes attached to them because it's still sort of part of, like, you know, the central nervous system. But It's not what I would think of. Again, you know, I mean, if I think about a giant orange brain, I think about just the giant brain. You know? Maybe that's just me. Ugh, Mana Viper. Alright, well, we can kill it with agony and headbutts. That works fine. And it's possible that I have some sort of other visual sense besides, you know, eyes. You know, I mean, it's possible that the Dazzling Spray... Again, actually, you know, the Dazzling Spray is half hexes, so it's possible the Dazzlement is not even light-based. Maybe I've been thinking about this all wrong, you know, I mean, it's possible that it's actually mental, entirely mental. Dazzling, you know, it's in a metaphor, you know, I mean, dazzle a Cyclops for sure. That's par for the course with these guys now. Eat a little Cyclops flesh, kill off that guy. My intelligence is back. That makes me feel good. You know, it was just a slight daze. We got dazzled, you know? You give a little dazzle, you get a little dazzle. That's the way things go in the dungeon. And then we get an army of skeletons. Here comes a boulder beetle. Let's try just dazzling him, I guess. Alright, how about a battle sphere? And, alright, this is a little annoying. See, that Fulminant Prism would have been good. In a different world, we would have learned Fulminant Prism and got our hexes up a lot higher. Possibly would have been a smart move. I mean, because having that smite targeting would have been super handy a bunch of times. We're on fire, which is annoying. Oh no, we're on fire. Oh no. Doesn't even hurt us. Because we have our demonic fire business. And, there you go. Finish the dungeon. So that was pretty cool. Alright, I think we did a good job on that video. I'll admit, that run with Francis was a little scary. That run with Azrael was a little scary. So we're not invincible, to be honest. But I think we're using our consumables wisely. The fact that we don't have any more heal wounds is a little scary to me. I think I might have seen one of those. No, I guess not. Alright. Maybe we do need to work up our AC a little bit more. Maybe I should go buy that troll leather. Now that we got the cash for it. It's a decision we'll make in the next video. I'll think about it. But let's leave it here for now. I might even record a little bit later tonight, but, you know, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I gotta eat something first. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time.